So I wanted to buy bread some days ago, and I was told I had just 300 naira. And I was told that okay, there was no bread for 300, that the only available one was 1000 naira. I was like, what? So we can't buy bread of 200 naira in this country again. Okay, and so my teacher came and said, okay, let's make bread. So we started with sieving the flour, and then we added 3 cups of sugar, we added a pinch of salt, and then here we are measuring our margarine. 200 grams of margarine we added to the flour, sugar, and pinch of salt. She was trying to explain how to calculate it. So here's our margarine now going on the scale to ensure that we have 200 grams of margarine. And here we added a pinch of sugar, and then yeast, and then we added warm water. So we left it for a while, and here she was oiling the pan for the bread. That is where we are going to place in the bread after the flour, the dough. Yes, after mixing everything together. Okay, so she ensured that the oil was around the pan so that we can easily remove the bread when it is okay, when we are done baking it. So that is after when we remove it from the oven. So she ensured that everything was around the pan to avoid any kind of attaching. So we broke 3 eggs, and then we poured it into the yeast, and then we started mixing everything together, the flour, the pinch of salt, the sugar, and we added the yeast with warm water and the egg inside of it, and then we added water to give us the actual dough, the texture of the dough. Yeah, I've been corrected. My teacher told me that it is called dough. So we added enough water to get what we want, and then we started kneading. Okay, so after kneading for a while, we added the butter on the kneaded flour dough. Okay, just don't mind me. So we're making sure that the margarine was added very well. Here you can see she was trying to ensure that so by this time the margarine was already inside the dough, and the dough is ready. And then so we started cutting into different sizes, into different shapes to make different shapes of bread. And so she started rolling the dough, and you see, ensuring that it is very smooth and round. If you see the end of this thing, I'm telling you, you'll be surprised that it went through all this to come out in such a beautiful way. And here she's trying to ensure that the thing is very round and beautiful. So gradually she did all that to put them into the pan. At the point I was tired, I was like, what? All this work on top bread. Okay, so this continued for a while. And then she made sure everything was put into the pan. Okay, yes, everything was put into the pan, well arranged, and this came out neatly. Everything came out neatly. So we have them in the pan now. And she was kneading the other ones too, and gave it a different shape. This one, she made a different shape out of this particular dough. Yeah. And sincerely speaking, I was like, what? I was happy. I was actually happy that we were able to make bread, because it was like my urgent need. I was angry at what happened the other day. I couldn't get bread of 200 naira. I said, this is serious. And now that I have this idea, I know how to make bread by God's grace. I don't vex. I don't buy bread again. Okay, so our dough is ready. So she covered it for it to rise. So we left it for almost an hour. So this is our dough. We left it for, and here it is after rising for about an hour. And then we had to, this is our wonderful oven. So it was kept inside the oven for a while, for almost 1 hour again, maybe because of the kind of oven we used. And here is our bread, the bread I couldn't buy. Look at it now. The Bible says that he prepared a table for me in the presence of my enemies. Look at the table of bread that God is preparing before me now. Me that I was not able to buy bread the other day. Okay, so this is our bread, and the bread is looking very nice and beautiful. Like, look at this bread. Look at this bread. Look at this bread. We have the brown one and the white one. Like, when my sister tasted this bread, she was like, what? This is yummy. This is sweet. She almost finished everything that we gave her even before she got home from this place. Okay, and this is the bread. So come in. You can order for your homemade bread. Yes, we're going to make you delicious bread. And I tell you, this is sweet, like very, very sweet. It can go with your egg, can go with your tea and bread. Actually, I feel this is very good. That learning how to make things like this yourself will help us in this time and economy of our nation, sincerely speaking, and it will save money. Yeah. Thank you for watching.